this morning, I had an moment, and I want to come and share it with you all because it's something that I had been asking Spirit about. Try to make it short, but I wanted to share this short story. Okay, I retired about a year or so ago. I was really pressed to retire uh, by Spirit. And I knew that it was time for me to do that. Okay, so I retired, but I knew what I was supposed to do during my retirement life, and that was to write and create. So, and Spirit was really dealing with me heavy about that. So, and I had already had a couple of names of books that I really needed to write. So the big question was, okay, well, let's start here. So once I did retire, I retired and I had already started on Awakened Spirituality. That was one of them. The next one that I kind of started writing, but it was Beyond Jesus. So that's the second book. And I'm really pressed to do both of those. And I have been working on Mind Spirit heavy since retirement. I always have, but I have more time now, of course, to do that. So my big question was, once I started, I knew I had to do social media and all of that. I'm really not into social media. That's why you kind of see me sometimes and you don't. I be working behind the scenes, but I'm just not on social media like that because I'm kind of in betwixt with social media and all the backstreet stuff that it holds. And so I was asking Spirit about the money part. Okay, everybody's really focused on the money part with YouTube. They're doing some stuff, and and just trying to get my books out there and get them in the hands of people because I know Spirit told me to do it. So I said, okay, Spirit, if you told me to do this, who's listening? Who's buying it? So basically, hardly nobody. Okay, that's me. Okay, so maybe somebody out there in my shoes. But anyway, I'm still doing what Spirit told me to do. So sometimes I get frustrated or whatever because, there's really no, very little income coming from. I was kind of focusing, not all the way focused, but somewhat focusing on the income part. YouTube, everybody's trying to get monetized and all of that. So I backed up from that because that was, for me, it was just a little bit too stressful and it was getting me off focus on what Spirit told me to do. I want to post when I'm inspired. I know Spirit is telling me something to share with my audience and like that. So I just didn't want to be just thinking of stuff to do or trying to, get a game, platform just to make money. I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to do what Spirit has told me to do. That's what I want to do. I want to be obedient to Spirit. So, and that's what I've been trying to do. Okay, so I got that. So during meditation, get back to that. During meditation this morning, I read a book. Sometimes I do different stuff. I do affirmations. Whatever Spirit tells me to do, I meditate. Whatever Spirit tells what falls in my heart to do that morning. So this morning, I read Psalms. Generally read Psalms. Sometimes I go in other parts of the Bible, but I generally stay in Psalms for my meditation. So this morning I read Psalm 28. So, and I usually read the Psalm once through. Then I go back and I try to, decipher it and get the true meaning and meat of it and see what Spirit is telling me the meaning of the psalm. We can't just read. It's not a story. It's not. So, and I try to get the metaphysical meaning of what it's trying to tell me for that day. Everybody gets different meanings from different words. So there's no wrong and right way. And Spirit told me that a few days ago. There's no wrong. Chew that up. So anyway, I read Psalm 28 and the last verse. It I was trying to save it on my laptop so I could read it. It says, "The Lord is their strength; save thy people." So once I read that, Spirit was telling me that my spiritual journey is not isolated. So, and I read it and I said, okay, it's not isolated, which I kind of knew, but it just, a light bulb just came on because I've been asking Spirit, why do you want me to write these books that nobody's reading? Why do you want me to post that nobody's looking at? So uh, he, he, he explained to me, Spirit explained to me, not he, I didn't mean to say he, but Spirit explained to me so the spiritual journey is not isolated, that it my journey, your journey contributes to the collective awakening. When I read that, that was like, now I understand. I don't know why. Sometimes just certain little things just makes us, wake up to the realization of what Spirit's been trying to tell us all along. But for me this morning, that was a wake up. That it's not really uh it's not the money. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's not getting monetized. It's not being popular. It's not none of that. How many followers you have, how many subscribers you have. It's none of that for me. It's none of that for me. It's being obedient to Spirit, contributing to the universal whole of what Spirit is telling me to do. That's what's going to help the collective wake up. And that is part of my mission. Everybody's mission is different. And this is just mine. I know this is just mine to help the collective wake up. Whether you read it or not, whether you buy something or not, it's my mission is to help the collective wake up. But part of the mission is for me to do what Spirit is telling me to do, to write it, to speak it. All of that is joined together to help the collective wake up spiritually. So now I'm good. Now I am good. I'm really good. I was good before because I always try to be obedient to Spirit, whether I understand it or not. But I'm glad now I understand. Whether it's, hey, whether you got one subscriber or 1,000 or none or zero, if you're really in it for Spirit, then mission accomplished. So Spirit will open up other streams of wealth for me. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It don't have to be through the book. But if I do what Spirit says, it opens up so many other paths for me. I hope this helps somebody. It really helped me. Ashe.